The Lord of the Rings, Part 1, by J.R.R. Tolkien.
When Mr. Bilbo Baggins of Bag End announced that he would shortly be celebrating his 11st birthday with a party of special magnificence, there was much talk and excitement in Hobbiton. Bilbo was very rich and very peculiar, and had been the wonder of the Shire for 60 years, ever since his remarkable disappearance and unexpected return. The riches he had brought back from his travels had now become a local legend. There were some that shook their heads and thought this was too much of a good thing. It seemed unfair that anyone should possess apparently perpetual youth as well as, reputedly, inexhaustible wealth.
'Twill have to be paid for,
they said.
Trouble will come of it.
But so far trouble had not come, and most people were willing to forgive him his oddities and his good fortune. He had many devoted admirers, but no close friends until some of his younger cousins began to grow up. The eldest of these, and Bilbo's favorite, was young Frodo Baggins. When Bilbo was 99, he adopted Frodo as his heir and brought him to live at Bag End, and now it was understood that something quite exceptional was being planned for that autumn. Tongues began to wag in Hobbiton and Bywater, and no one had a more attentive audience than old Ham Gamgee, known as the Gaffer.
Always said he's a very nice, well-spoken, gentle hobbit, is Mr. Bilbo, as I've always said. And Mr. Frodo's very much like Mr. Bilbo, and in more than looks. After all, his father was a Baggins, yes. You see, Mr. Drogo Baggins, he married poor Miss Brimula Brandybuck. She was our Mr. Bilbo's first cousin on the mother's side.
Oh, yes, the youngest of old Took's daughters.
Well, you see, they were drowned, and poor Mr. Frodo was only a child. And Mr. Bilbo never did a kinder deed than when he brought back the lad to live among decent folk.
That's all.
Well, it was a nasty knock for those Sackville Bagginses. Yes, they thought they were going to get Baggins. They'll never see the inside of Bag End now. Oh, no.
There's a tidy bit of money tucked away up there, my dear child. Oh, the top of your hill is full of tunnels packed with chests of gold and silver and jewels, by what I've heard.
Well, then you heard more than I can speak to. Oh, yes. Mr. Bilbo's free with his money, but I know of no tunnel making. I saw Mr. Bilbo when he came back. He had me helping him, and my lad Sam will know more about it. He's in and out of Bag End, listens to all Mr. Bilbo's tales. Elves and dragons. Cabbages and potatoes are better for me and you. Don't go getting mixed up in the business of your betters, or you'll land in trouble too big for you, I says to Yeah, but they do things proper at Bag End all the same. Our Sam says everyone's going to be invited to the party. Oh, yes. And there's to be presents, Mark. Presents for all. This very month this very month.
That very month was September, as fine as you could ask. A day or two later, a rumor, probably started by the knowledgeable Sam, was spread that there were going to be fireworks such as had not been seen in the Shire for nigh on a century. An odd-looking wagon laden with odd-looking packages rolled into Hobbiton one evening and toiled up the hill to Bag End. It was driven by dwarves with long beards and deep hoods. Then a cart came in through Bywater from the direction of the Brandywine Bridge. An old man was driving it, all alone. He wore a tall, pointed blue hat, a long gray cloak, and a silver scarf. He had a long white beard and bushy eyebrows, and small hobbit children ran after the cart right up the hill. It had a cargo of fireworks. The old man was Gandalf the Wizard, His real business was far more difficult and dangerous, but the Shire folk knew nothing about it. And when he had finished unloading, Bilbo gave a few pennies away, and they disappeared inside.
How bright your garden looks!
Yes, I'm very fond of it, but I think I need a holiday.
Oh, you mean to go on with your plan, then?
I do. I made up my mind months ago, and I haven't changed it. I mean to enjoy myself and have my little joke.
Who will laugh, I wonder?
We shall see.
Yes.
Carts rolled up the hill, invitations began pouring out, tents began to go up. There was a large pavilion with a tree inside it and lanterns on its branches. Cooks arrived and excitement rose to its height. Then Thursday, September 22nd, actually dawned. The sun got up, flags were unfurled, and the fun began. The presents were real dwarf make and unusually good. There were songs, dances, music, games, and food and drink. The fireworks were by Gandalf. Brought, designed, and made by him. There were special effects, dwarf candles, elf fountains, thunderclaps. They were all superb. There were rockets like birds and green trees with trunks of dark smoke. There were fountains of butterflies, and then a great smoke went up. The lights went out. The smoke was shaped like a mountain, and a red golden dragon whizzed 3 times over the heads of the crowd, turned a somersault, and burst on Bywater with a deafening explosion.
That is the signal for supper. I was only passing by and I saw such a good...
The guests were not disappointed. They had a very pleasant feast. The purchase of provisions fell to almost nothing throughout the district in the ensuing week. After the feast, more or less, came the speech.
My dear people, my dear Bagginses and Buffins, my dear Grubs, Chubs, and Brandybucks, I am 11-1 today. I hope you are all enjoying yourselves as much as I am. I shall not keep you long. I have called you all together for a purpose. Indeed, for 3 purposes. First, to tell you that I am immensely fond of you all and that 11-1 years is too short a time to live among such excellent and admirable hobbits. I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. Secondly, to celebrate my birthday, I should say our birthday, for it is, of course, also the birthday of my heir and nephew, Frodo. He comes of age and into his inheritance today. Together we score 144. Thirdly and finally, I wish to make an announcement. I regret to announce that, though, as I said, 11-1 years is far too short a time to spend among you, this is the end. I am going, I am leaving, now, goodbye.
Bilbo stepped down from his chair under the illuminated tree and vanished. There was a blinding flash of light, and when they opened their eyes, Bilbo was nowhere to be seen. 144 flabbergasted hobbits began to talk at once. Frodo was the only one present who had said nothing. He sat silent beside Bilbo's empty chair. He felt deeply troubled. He realized suddenly that he loved the old hobbit dearly. He gave orders for more wine to be served, drained his own glass silently to the health of Bilbo, and slipped out of the pavilion. As for Bilbo Baggins, he had been fingering his magic golden ring, which he had kept secret for so many years. After he slipped it on his finger, he was never seen by any hobbit in Hobbiton again. He walked back to his hole, took off his party clothes, put on some old untidy garments, and fastened round his waist a worn leather belt. On it he hung a short sword, and from a locked drawer, smelling of mothballs, took out an old cloak and hood. He then went to his study, stuffed a leather-bound manuscript into a heavy bag, and picked up a large envelope. Into the envelope he slipped his golden ring and its fine chain, sealed it, and addressed it to Frodo. At first he put it on the mantelpiece, but suddenly he removed it and stuck it in his pocket. At that moment the door opened and Gandalf came quickly in.
Hello. I wondered if you would turn up.
I'm glad to find you visible. I wanted to catch you and have a few words. I suppose you feel that everything has gone off splendidly and according to plan?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Though that flash was surprising.
Oh.
It quite startled me, let alone the others. A little addition of your own, I suppose?
Yes, it was. You've wisely kept that ring secret all these years, and it seemed to me necessary to give your guests something else that would seem to explain your sudden vanishment.
And would spoil my joke. You are an interfering old busybody.
What?
But I expect you know best as usual.
I do, when I know anything. But I don't feel too sure about this whole affair. Tell me, are you going any further?
Yes, I feel I need a holiday. Probably a permanent holiday. I don't expect I shall return.
Oh.
In fact, I don't mean to. I've made all the arrangements. I'm old Gandalf. I feel all thin, sort of stretched, like butter that has been scraped over too much bread. I need a change.
Yes. Let me see. Yes. Well, no, after all, I believe your plan is probably the best.
And I can finish my book.
Yes.
I've thought of a nice ending for it. And he lived happily ever after to the end of his days.
Well, I hope you will. But, nobody will read the book, however it ends.
Frodo has read some already. You'll keep an eye on Frodo, won't you?
2 eyes as often as I can spare them.
I'm leaving everything to him, of course, except a few oddments.
Everything? The ring as well? You agreed to that, you remember?
Yes, I suppose so.
Where is it?
In an envelope, if you must know, there on the mantelpiece.
Yes.
Well, no. Here it is in my pocket.
Yes.
Isn't that odd now? Why shouldn't it stay there?
Yeah, I think, Bilbo, that I should leave it behind. Don't you want to?
Well, yes and no. I don't like parting with it. I don't really see why I should. Why do you want me to? You've always badgered me about the ring.
I had to badger you. I wanted the truth. Magic rings are, well, they're magical. And they're rare and important. I was professionally interested in the ring, you may say, and, well, I still am. Also, I think you've had it quite long enough. You won't need it anymore, Bilbo, unless I'm quite mistaken.
Why not? And what business is it of yours what I do with my own things? It is my own. I found it. It came to me.
Yes, but there's no need to get angry.
If I am, it is your fault. It is mine. I tell you, my own, my precious. Yes, my precious.
It has been called that before. But not by you.
But I say it now, and why not? Even if Gollum said the same once, it's not his now, but mine, and I shall keep it, I say.
You'll be a fool if you do, Bilbo. You make that clearer with every word you say. It's got far too much hold on you. Let it go, and then you can go yourself and be free.
I'll do as I choose and go as I please.
Now, my dear Hobbit, all your long life we've been friends, and you owe me something. Come, do as you promised. Give it up.
Well, if you want my ring yourself, say so.
What?
But you won't get it. I won't give my precious away, I tell you.
Take your hand from your sword, Bilbo. It'll be my turn to get angry soon. If you say that again, I shall. Then you'll see Gandalf the Grey uncloaked.
I don't know what has come over you, Gandalf. You have never been like this before. It is mine, isn't it? Gollum would have killed me if I hadn't kept it. I'm not a thief, whatever he said.
I have never called you one, and I'm not trying to rob you either. I wish you'd trust me as you used to.
I'm sorry. And yet it would be a relief not to be bothered with it anymore. It has been growing on my mind lately. Sometimes I have felt it was like an eye looking at me. I tried locking it up, but I found I couldn't rest without it in my pocket. And I don't seem to be able to make up my mind.
Yes, then trust mine. It is quite made up. Go away and leave it behind. Stop possessing it. Give it to Frodo, and I'll look after him.
All right, I will. After all, that's what this party business was all about, really. It would be a pity to waste all my preparations. And now I really must be starting.
You still got the ring in your pocket.
Well, so I have. And my will and all the other documents, too. You'd better take it and deliver it for me.
No, don't give the ring to me. Put it on the mantelpiece. It'll be safe enough there till Frodo comes. I shall wait for him. Huh? Huh? There.
Is everything ready? Packed and labeled? Then let's start. What fun to be off again. Off on the road with dwarves. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Gandalf.
Goodbye for the present, Bilbo. Take care of yourself. Goodbye, my dear Bilbo. Until our next meeting.
Soon afterwards, Frodo came in and found Gandalf in the dark, deep in thought.
Has he gone?
Yes, he's gone at last.
I hoped until this evening that it was only a joke. But I knew in my heart that he really meant to go. He always used to joke about serious things. Oh, I wish I'd come back sooner just to see him off.
I think he really preferred slipping away quietly in the end. He left a packet for you. There it is. You'll find his will and all the other documents in there. You're the master of Bag End now, Frodo. And also, I fancy, you'll find a golden ring.
The ring? Has he left me that? I wonder why. Still, it may be useful.
Well, it may, and it may not. I shouldn't make use of it if I were you, but keep it secret and keep it safe. Oh, well, now I'm going to bed.
As master of Bag End, Frodo felt it his painful duty to say goodbye to the guests. Rumors of strange events had by now spread all over the field. One by one, the guests rolled away in carriages. The night slowly passed. The sun rose and morning went on again. By midday, there was a large crowd at Bag End, uninvited but not unexpected. Frodo's reply to all inquiries was,
Mr. Bilbo Baggins has gone away, as far as I know, for good.
Well, just wait.
Frodo invited some of the visitors inside, as Bilbo had left messages for them. Inside the hall, there was piled a large assortment of parcels and small articles of furniture. On every article, there was a label tied. There were several labels of this sort.
For Adelard Took, for his very own from Bilbo, an umbrella. For Dora Baggins, in memory of a long correspondence, with love from Bilbo, a waste paper basket. For Lobelia Sackville Baggins, an empty case for all the silver spoons she took before. 2 sacks of potatoes for old Gaffer Gamgee. a dozen bottles of old vineyards for old Rory Brandybuck, and a leather-bound folio.
Frodo had a very trying time that afternoon. The road to Bag End was blocked with barrows and handcarts, and Frodo left his friend Merry Brandybuck to keep an eye on things.
There has to be some order. Order.
I've been waiting here, waiting.
I demand to see Frodo.
He is indisposed.
Well,
He's
I don't
resting.
understand this. Hiding, you mean? Anyway, we want to see him, and we mean to see him. Spoons, indeed. After waiting 60 years. Fiddlesticks. Ah, there you are.
You? Still here?
Only one thing is clear to me, and that is you are doing exceedingly well out of all this. I insist on seeing the well.
And so do I.
By all means, there.
Let me see. Spoiled again. You'll live to regret it, young fella. And you, Mary, you're no Baggins. You're a brandy buck.
That's right. How dare you?
Lock up and don't open up to anyone, even if they bring a battering ram. Lobelia again, most likely.
If you don't let me in, Frodo, I shall blow your door right down your hole and out through the hill.
My dear Gandalf. Oh, half a minute. Oh, there, come in. Come in. Oh, I thought it was Lobelia. I nearly tried on Bilbo's ring. I long to disappear.
Oh, don't do that. Do be careful of that ring, Frodo. In fact, it's about that I've come to say a last word. Keep it safe, and keep it secret, and use it seldom or not at all. At least not to cause talk.
You're very mysterious. What are you afraid of?
I'm not certain, so I'll say no more. I may be able to tell you something when I come back. I'm going off at once. So this is goodbye for the present. Some people are accusing us of a plot to get rid of Bilbo and get hold of his wealth.
I'd give them Bag End and everything else if I could get Bilbo back. I wonder if I shall ever see him again.
So do I. And I wonder many other things. Well, look out for me, especially at unlikely times. Goodbye.
The talk did not die down. The general opinion was that Bilbo, who had always been rather cracked, had at last gone quite mad and had run off into the blue, and the blame was mostly laid on Gandalf. Some people were rather shocked, but Frodo kept up the custom of giving Bilbo's birthday party year after year until they got used to it. He lived alone as Bilbo had done, but he had a good many friends, the closest of whom were Peregrine Took, usually called Pippin, and Merry Brandybuck. As time went on, people began to notice that Frodo also showed signs of good preservation. Frodo himself found that being the Mr. Baggins of Bag End was rather pleasant. For some years he was quite happy and did not worry much about the future. But half unknown to himself, the regret that he had not gone with Bilbo was steadily growing. He looked at maps and wondered what lay beyond their edges. Merry and his friends watched him anxiously. Often he was seen walking and talking with the strange wayfarers that began at this time to appear in the Shire.
News? Do you have any news of the outside world?
Ah, news, you say?
What's news? It's the enemy, you see.
Yes, Mordor in the land of Mordor too now.
Mordor?
The evil power of Mirkwood has been driven out by the White Council, well and good. But that was years and years ago. It has reappeared in the old strongholds of Mordor. The Dark Tower has been rebuilt.
The Dark Tower?
Yes, from there the power has spread far and wide. Far east and south there are wars and people are frightened.
Orcs, too, are multiplying.
And trolls.
And some nameless things more terrible than all these.
What could it be? I can hear fireside tales and children's stories at home, Sam Ganji, if I want to.
Still, I do hear queer things these days, to be sure. Who invented the stories anyway? Take dragons now.
No thanks, I won't. There's no call to believe in them now.
Well, then what about these tree men?
What?
These
Tree men?
giants, as you might call them, yes. They do say one bigger than a tree was seen away up the North Moors not long back.
Who's they?
Well, my cousin Hal, for one. He works for the Lord.
It was just about this time of year that Gandalf reappeared after his long absence. Sam was walking home, and as twilight was fading, he saw Gandalf tap on Frodo's study window.
Gandalf!
All well, eh? Yes. You look the same as ever, Frodo.
So do you. Maybe a bit older and more careworn. Still, tell me news of yourself and of the wide world. The things we've been hearing here.
Well, you see, it's a long story. The elves and the dwarves...
The ring, you say, is dangerous? In what way?
It's far more powerful than ever I dared to think at first. So powerful that in the end it would utterly overcome anyone of mortal race who possessed it. It would possess him. You see, in Eregion, long ago, many elven rings were made, magic rings, as you call them, and they were, of course, of various kinds. But the great rings, the rings of power, they were perilous. A mortal, Frodo, who keeps one of the great rings does not die. But he doesn't grow old or obtain more life. He merely continues until at the last every minute is a weariness. And if he often uses the ring to make himself invisible, he fades. He becomes, in the end, invisible permanently, and walks in the twilight under the eye of the dark power that rules the ring.
How long have you known this?
Known? I've known much that only the wise know, Frodo, but if you mean known about this ring, well, I still don't know, one might say. There is a last test to make. Give me the ring for a moment.
Well, all right.
Yes. Now, can you see any markings on it?
No, there are none. It's quite plain, and it never shows a sign of scratch or wear.
Well then, look.
No, not in the fire. No, give me the tongs. Get it out. Out.
Wait. Draw the curtains. Close the shutters. Who's out there?
Only Sam doing the garden.
Now, take it out of the fire with the tongs. Go on, take it. It's quite cool. There, see? Now hold it up and look closely.
There are fiery letters running along the ring, inside and outside. They're so bright. And yet, as if from far away, I can't read them.
Yes, the letters are Elvish, but the language is that of Mordor, which I won't utter here. Close enough, it says, 1 ring to rule them all, 1 ring to find them, 1 ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. This, Frodo, is the Master Ring, the one ring to rule them all. This is the one ring that he lost many ages ago to the weakening of his power. The Dark Lord on his dark throne in the land of Mordor greatly desires it, but he must not get it.
This is the ring?
The rumors that you've heard are true. Sauron the Great, the Dark Lord, has arisen again and returned to his ancient fastness in the Dark Tower of Mordor. But he lacks one thing to beat down all resistance and cover all the lands in a second darkness. He lacks the one ring. You see, the elf lords hid the fairest 3 from him, but 3 he has recovered, and the others the dragons have consumed. 9 he gave to mortal men, and so ensnared them. And they, those 9, became 9 ring wraiths, shadows under his great shadow, his most terrible servants. Oh, it's many a year since the 9 walked abroad. Yet who knows? As the shadow grows once more, they too may walk again. He needs only the one. He made it himself, it's his. And this is the dreadful chance, Frodo. He believed that the one had perished. But he knows now that it hasn't perished.
But how did he come to lose it?
Well, the strength of the elves was greater then. The elven king overthrew Sauron and cut the ring from his hand, and then it was lost. It fell into the great river. Long after, there lived on the banks a clever-handed, quiet-footed little people, one of which was named Smeargol, who was interested in roots and beginnings. A friend of his found the ring while fishing, and Smeargol strangled him to get it. Yes, he learned its power to render him invisible, and he put it to malicious uses. He came to be hated by his own and went to live under the Misty Mountains and was never seen again. It's a sad story.
Do you mean that this is the very Gollum creature Bilbo met?
He hated it, you see, and loved it too. And a ring of power looks after itself. Its keeper never abandons it. It may slip off treacherously. It was the ring, you see, which decided things.
And just in time to meet Bilbo.
It's no laughing matter, Frodo. Not for you. The ring is trying to get back to its master. I have even met Gollum, and now I know all that is, that there is to be known so far.
You met Gollum?
Yes, I endured him as long as I could. I had to know the truth, you see. And through Gollum, the enemy has learned that the one has been found again, and he has at last heard of hobbits and of the Shire.
But this is terrible. Far worse than the worst that I'd imagined from your hints and warnings. Oh, Gandalf, best of friends, what am I to do? What a pity that Bilbo didn't stab that vile creature when he had a chance.
Pity? It was pity that stayed his hand. Pity and mercy, not to strike without need.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm frightened. And I don't feel any pity for Gollum.
You haven't seen him. Don't be so eager to deal out death in judgment, for even the wise cannot see all ends. He is very old and very wretched.
But why didn't you make me throw the ring away, or destroy it?
Make you? Haven't you been listening to all that I've said? These rings have a way of being found, and it might have fallen into the hands of the enemy. And how would you destroy it? How? Try! Try now!
Well, all right. Here it is.
Yes.
You see?
Yes?
Why, I can't even throw it away.
Yes, you see. Already you too now can't let it go, nor will to damage it. No, Frodo, even if you were to be strong enough to strike it with a sledgehammer, it would make no dint in it. It can't be unmade by your hands or by mine.
Then we shall never be able to lose it.
Well, there is only one way.
Oh, what is that?
To find the crack box of doom in the depths of Orodruin, the Fire Mountain, and cast the ring in there if you really wish to destroy it and to put it beyond the grasp of the enemy forever.
Oh, yes, I do really wish to destroy it. Or, well, to have it destroyed, I mean. I am not made for perilous quests. I wish I had never seen this ring. Why was I chosen for it? Here, you take the ring.
No! With that power, I should have power too great and terrible. And over me, the ring would gain a power still greater and more deadly. No, don't tempt me. For I don't wish to become like the Dark Lord himself. I dare not take it, not even to keep it safe, unused. The wish to wield it, you see, at first in pity, and the desire to do good would be too great for my strength, and great perils lie before me. So now the decision lies with you.
Me?
I'll help you bear this burden as long as it's yours to bear. But, Frodo, we must do something soon. The enemy is moving. Well, have you decided what to do?
I suppose I must keep the ring and guard it, whatever it may do to me. In the meanwhile, it seems I'm a danger to all that live near me. I can't keep the ring and stay here. I ought to leave Bag End, leave the Shire, leave everything and go away. And I suppose I must go alone. But I feel very small and very uprooted and, well, very desperate. The enemy is so strong and terrible.
Yes.
And yet, I could follow Bilbo even now, just as he once left here and without his hat.
My dear Frodo, hobbits really are amazing creatures. Bilbo made no mistake in choosing his heir. And I'm afraid you're right. The ring will not be able to be hidden in the Shire much longer. You must go, as much for your own sake as for others. And leave the name of Baggins behind you.
Leave it?
Yes. When you go, you must take a traveling name. Go as Mr. Underhill.
Underhill?
Yes. You needn't go alone, though be careful what you tell any companion. In fact, just one moment.
Is there anyone outside?
There certainly is. Come here, my lad, whoever you are. Well, bless my beard. Sam Gamgee. Now, what may you be doing?
Lord bless you, Mr. Gandalf, sir. Nothing.
What?
Leastways, just trimming the hedge, if you follow me.
I don't. How long have you been eavesdropping?
Eavesdropping, sir? I don't follow you. Begging your pardon. There ain't no eaves at Bag End, sir.
Don't be a fool. What have you heard, and why did you listen?
Mr. Frodo, sir, don't let him hurt me. I heard a deal that I didn't understand. I listened because I couldn't help myself, if you know what I mean. I do love tales of that sort. Though there was a great deal I didn't understand about an enemy and rings and dragons and elves. Oh, I would dearly love to see them, sir, when you go.
Now, come inside. Take you to see the elves, eh? So you heard that Mr. Frodo's going away.
And I was that upset, sir.
Oh, it can't be helped, Sam. But if you really care about me, you will keep it a dead secret, or Gandalf will turn you into a spotted toad.
Oh, sir!
Get up, Sam. I've thought of something better. Something to shut your mouth and punish you properly for listening. You shall go away with Mr. Frodo.
Me, sir? Me go?
Yes.
And see elves and all? Hooray! Oh.
One summer's evening, an astonishing piece of news reached the Ivy Bush and the Green Dragon Inns. Giants and other portents were forgotten for more important matters. Mr. Frodo was selling Bag End. Indeed, he had already sold it to the Sackville Bagginses.
Has anything happened?
Well, no, but I've heard something that's made me anxious and needs looking into. I think you should get off at once.
Oh.
I shall come back immediately or send word, but be more careful than ever, especially of the ring. Let me impress on you once more, don't use it.
But Bilbo's birthday came and went, and still Gandalf did not return. The morning after the birthday party, Mary took charge of one of the carts piled with Frodo's furniture and drove off with Fatty Bolger. Sam and Pippin and Frodo followed later when it was dusk. Gandalf still had not arrived back, but someone else came out of the dusk just as they were making their way silently through the meadows.
Mr. Baggins' place.
Oh, Mr. Baggins has gone away. Went this morning, and my son Sam went with him.
Gone.
Oh, sold out and gone, I tell ye.
Now, why would that be, I wonder?
Why? Why, it's none of my business or yourn.
But where? Now, would he have gone to, huh?
Oh, that ain't no secret. He's moved to Buckleberry or some such place.
Could you give him a message, huh?
A message? No, I can't give no message. Good night, Joey.
Oh, this is warm work. The road goes on forever. It's high time for lunch. Look, there's the end of the Shire back there. I've spent all my life there, and now I'm leaving it.
The road goes ever on and on, down from the door where it began. Now far ahead the road has gone, and I must follow if I can, pursuing it with weary feet until it joins some larger way where many paths and errands meet. And whither then, I cannot say.
That sounds like a bit of Bilbo's rhyming. Or is it one of your imitations? It doesn't sound altogether encouraging.
Oh, I don't know. It came to me then as if I were making it up, but I may have heard it long ago. It reminds me of Bilbo. He used to say, "It's a dangerous business, Frodo, going out of your door. You step on the road," he used to say, "you step on the road, and if you don't keep your feet, there's no knowing where you might be swept off to. Do you realize this is the very path that goes through Mirkwood? And if you let it, it might take you to the Lonely Mountain."
Well, the road won't sweep me anywhere for an hour at least. Oh, let's sit here a while.
Hey, listen. I can hear a pony or a horse coming along the road behind.
I wonder if it's Gandalf. Let's give him a little surprise to pay him out for being so late. Let's get out of sight. It's a big black horse, and a rider in a great black cloak and hood. I can't see his face. Why don't I use the ring? I'm still in the Shire. Yes, I'll... Oh, that's very disturbing. And bless me if he hasn't gone off into the wood. I felt certain he was smelling for me.
But what has one of the big people got to do with us? And what is he doing in this part of the world?
Begging your pardon, I know where he comes from.
Where?
It's from Hobbiton that this Black Rider comes from, unless there's more than one. My dad told me about one such as him.
Yeah?
He arrived at Bag End just after we left. Asking for Mr. Baggins, he was.
Oh, no.
And hissed at my dad, he did, and gave him quite a shudder. And he spoke funny.
Oh, I wish I'd waited for Gandalf. But that might have made things worse.
All right, Cousin Frodo, you can keep your secret, but I want a bite and a nap. Though I don't think we should stop here.
Yes, Buckland is still miles away. Now keep the road out of sight as much as possible. Over here, this way.
Listen, what's that?
It's him again.
Over here, quick, under these oak trees. But not too far. I want to see if it's another Black Rider.
Don't forget they're sniffing, though.
It's doing it again. It's where we left the path. It's bending to the ground. It's coming towards me. This time I must put on the ring. Where is it? Quick, put it on. Put it on.
Elves. Elves, sir.
Stay where you are. You didn't see, but the Black Rider stopped and was crawling towards me. And when he heard them, he slipped away. Listen, the elves are coming this way. These are high elves. They spoke the name of Elbereth. The fairest folk. This is indeed a strange chance.
Oh, sir. Hail, Frodo. You are a broad mate. Or are you perhaps lost? Brothers, see, hobbits.
This is wonderful.
3 hobbits in a wood at night.
We've not seen such a thing since Bilbo went away.
What does it mean?
Oh, we like walking under the stars and would welcome your company.
Come now, Frodo. There is some shadow of fear upon you. Oh, wise people, tell us about the Black Riders.
Black Riders?
Why do you ask about Black Riders?
What does this mean?
Tonight, Frodo, you will lodge with us if you will.
Oh, thank you indeed, Gildor. A star shines on the hour of our meeting, as you say in High Elven speech. This is good fortune beyond my hope.
Let us go. Let us go.
It's good to see you.
The woods on either side became denser, the trees younger and thicker. Then, at last, the elves turned aside from the path, and suddenly they came out of the shadow of the trees to a wide space of grass, gray under the night. Frodo remained long awake, talking with Gildor. They talked of the terror of the Black Riders and of Gandalf's long and worrisome absence. Gildor told Frodo his elven name, Elf Friend, and promised him that those who had power for good would be on the watch for him. In the morning, Frodo and his companions woke strangely refreshed. There was no sign of the elves.
Come on, you two. If we're going to toil through bog and briar, let's go now.
Look, on that hill.
A horse. A rider stood beside it.
Quick, into the bushes and away.
Going on wasn't easy. They had packs to carry, and the bushes and brambles were reluctant to let them through. They reached a stream, and after refreshing themselves with the clear drink, pale golden in color, with which the elves had filled their water bottles, they soon were laughing and singing on their way.
What was that?
It was a call. There were words in that cry. Faster, we must cross the open country and get to the ferry across the river.
Those fields? That's Farmer Maggot's land.
One trouble after another. I'm terrified of him and his dogs. He once caught me trespassing, looking for mushrooms. He said his dogs would eat me.
Well, if we meet him, I'll do the talking.
Grip, Fang, Wolf, come on, lads.
Good afternoon, Mr. Maggot.
Well, if it isn't Master Pippin. It's lucky I know you. There's some strange things going on today. This fellow was the most outlandish I've ever set eyes on. He won't cross my land without leave a second time, not if I can stop it.
What fellow do you mean?
Oh, you haven't seen him? He went up the land towards the causeway not a long while back. Perhaps you'll come along inside and we'll pass the news more comfortable like. I've a drop of good ale on tap.
Let me introduce you to my friends, Mr. Frodo Baggins and...
Baggins. Well, if that isn't queerer than ever, we must have a talk.
And Sam Gamgee.
Sam? Now come inside, all of you. Come on, come on. I just heard the name Baggins before you turned up. That fellow came riding on a big black horse in at the gate and right up to my door.
Black horse?
Yes. Now, what in the shire can he want? I thought to myself, well, when Grip came out, he put down his tail and bolted off like lightning. Baggins, have you seen Baggins? He asked in a queer voice. I felt a sort of shiver down my back. Be off, I said. There are no Bagginses here. And go by the road this time. Baggins is coming, he hissed at me. I wish to find him. If he passes, will you tell me? I'll come back with gold. No, you won't, I said. I called the dogs, but he spurred his great horse right at me and rode off towards the causeway like a bolt of thunder. Now, I'm not asking you to tell me anything you have a mind to keep to yourself. I can see you're in some kind of trouble. Yes, I'll get out our small wagon and drive you to the ferry. The mist's going to be thick tonight, and we'll hear anything on the road long before we meet it. Now let's have a spot of supper.
Oh, thank you.
It was 5 miles or more from Maggot's Lane to the ferry. The hobbits wrapped themselves up, but their ears were strained for any sound above the creak of the wheels. The wagon seemed slower than a snail to Frodo. Then they reached the entrance to Ferry Lane, and the wagon creaked to a halt. They were just beginning to scramble out when suddenly...
Stay inside. I'll do the talking.
You'd better be hidden, Mr. Frodo. Get down in the wagon and cover up with blankets. Black Rider'll have to ride over me to get near this wagon.
Hello there! Now then, don't you come a step nearer. What are you wanting? Where are you going?
Oh, Mr. Baggins, have you seen him?
Why, if it isn't Mr. Merry.
Yes, of course. Who did you think it was?
Mary, oh, I was beginning to wonder if we'd ever meet again,
Why,
Mary.
bless me. Well, good night to you all. I'd best be turning home. All's well that ends well, though perhaps we shouldn't say that until we reach our own doors, eh? And Mr. Frodo, Mrs. Maggot put this up for Mr. Baggins, with her compliment.
For me? Oh, a basket of mushrooms. Well, I never. You remembered me after all. Goodbye. Goodbye.
You've been listening to The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, adapted for radio by Bernard Mays, and featuring Ray Reinhardt as Bilbo Baggins, James Arrington as Frodo, Bernard Mays as Gandalf, Lou Bliss as Sam, Pat Franklin as Merry, Mac McCadden as Pippin, and Gail Chugg as the narrator.